Welcome back to The Colonel Does TolkienCraft II. Oh, you can see it just peeking there. There are some really cool structures I have found in this mod pack. Looks like an interesting boundary issue here, though. Some really cool stuff, really cool structures. There's two of them right here. And we'll see on the left here. On the left, you'll see a floating treehouse kind of deal. There we go. Not sure what the deal is with these. Come on, come on, you can do it, you can do it. I'm not sure. The server appears to have some issues with my connection. Doesn't seem to load in the chunks. There we go. I'm not sure why these are floating, but they look kind of cool. But anyway, I've been looking to find a place for us to live, and I have found it. I've called it Colonelton, and it is kind of this way from Spawn, or Draconia. I was looking for a crag biome, but I couldn't find one, so I ended up settling with I think it's a canyon biome, if I'm not mistaken. And it serves the purpose of what I'm looking to do very, very well. So let us head over there. Some more structures down here. This is really cool. The area that I chose... Oh, what is that? Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Big mountains. Vertical. So, I just hope that they load in. Didn't have this problem earlier, I don't know why. So, there's a nice little ruined church, it looks like here, with an obsidian, whatever these things are called, I can't remember. This is the taint stuff. And there's a nice little well over here, a little spring, and there's a witchery thingamabob over here. And look at this, 2 floating islands right next to each other. This couldn't be a more perfect spot. But this is it. Look at this. This is awesome. Nice big mountain here, and a big mountain here. And they're kind of cupping a little opening here. So I've lit it up a bit. This was kind of as I was prepping it, and I don't even know what this is, but this looks really cool, and I'm gonna keep it because it's just awesome. Just goes right with the feel of the whole place. But I was trying to get myself set up, and we planted some reeds and stuff, and we have planted some of these dudes, the Geishels, and I noticed over here that there are some Geishels, and look at this, a chocobo! Oh, there's 2 of them. That's awesome. That is awesome. What? Yeah, that's awesome. So we're gonna probably set up a little farm over here, maybe. But I have some awesome plans in mind with this. This just... A lot of stuff just sprung into my head as soon as I saw this area, so I am looking forward to it. I'm gonna look forward to do some builds as well. Not builds. Well, yeah, obviously builds, but like artistic stuff, creative stuff that isn't necessarily functional, but it looks good. We're gonna start over here. I don't know. There's another base of somebody's just over that way. I think they're kind of on the top of that mountain, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right here. So I think there's enough room separating us. Oh, what is that? A venomous skeleton. There's enough room separating us that I don't think we're going to conflict with each other, and I tend to keep things a little compact. Although I think what I'm going to do is spread things out, not spread them out per se, like in this area, but do some stuff just kind of in this little nook. I don't think I'll probably do anything here, although I may do some... well, you know what? Spoilers. So, anyway, this is what I'm looking for here, and let's go up. It's pretty high up. and it's got a nice plateau on top, and this is perfect. This is perfect for what I want to do. We can build some bridges between the mountains and stuff. There's something over there. I don't know what. So there's some really, really cool stuff. I don't know what this biome is. It's a witchwood forest. And there's some stuff in the middle here. So there's lots of stuff to explore, and we're going to certainly get into that as we go through the series. And but first things first, I want to hollow this out. So basically the idea is that I want to set up like a dwarven stronghold. So we've got our big entrance here, right? And we're going to try and make it look like a big, huge gate. This texture pack, I don't like this texture pack. I've never really been a fan of Fax, but it seems that most of the mods that are in this pack seem to have something in, like somebody put them together. So that's why we're using it. But if you look at the doors, I was kind of hoping to do kind of like the vanilla texture. It's kind of like this, where it's you can just kind of spam a bunch of doors and make it look like a big door. But I don't think we're going to do that. All of the doors seem to have these stupid windows in them, and I don't like that. If I can find one of the humongo redwood trees, I think we could probably make one of these, which is solid. And that's really what I'm looking for. But in the meantime, we're just going to go with the window door. But I'm going to build around it. So we're just going to have like a big humongo door here. Which is funny, because I'm short. Dwarves are short. They must be compensating for something. I don't know. So, we've set some chests up in here, and I did set up some tinker stuff outside and then tore it down. So what I want to do now is try and figure out how we're going to set this inside of this up. I want it to be cavernous. So if you ever go into like an epic movie set or something like that, where they have an idea of what dwarves are, like even if you looked at Tolkien or any of that, I've recently been playing some World of Warcraft, and if you go to Ironforge, there's like humongous statues of people. So those are the kind of things that I want. I want the grandeur of being inside a huge mountain. I want to fill the space with space. So we're going to kind of dig that out, but to do that, I need to set up some tinkers so that we can get the, what are they called? The hammer. That's what I'm trying to think of. So I can get the hammer and build the hammer. But to do that, we need to have a smelter and all that stuff. One thing I did notice in this mod pack is that you can't build normal tools. So I actually wasted 3 diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe. And I didn't realize that there was like a little tooltip here that says that you cannot use the tool to mine anything. So if I take this and I equip it, I can't do anything with it. It sucks. So it forces you to go into Tinker's Construct for your tools. Unfortunately, I did not have a pick, and I can't seem to find one to buy at Draconis. So one of the guys, God, I can't remember. I'll put his name in the description. He lent me his iron pickaxe here. So I've been working on it, using it, and repairing it with iron. And we'll probably continue to do that for a bit until we get some better materials. But you'll notice also that I picked up a Iron Shovel Silk Touch 1, I think either as a drop or as a quest loot or something. And it's the same with this. So basically your vanilla tools don't work, with a few exceptions. I think the hoe works and all of your weapons work. But the tools do not. So, you know, I'm kind of glad that I still have my mattock and my hatchet from the quests, but I lost most of that stuff when I died. So I didn't have I don't have a lot. So word to the wise, if you are playing this mod pack, you're going to have to get into Tinker's Construct to do your tools. So we've sorted everything out, and I think what we're going to do now is try and find out where we are going to put our smelter. It's going to move. This will be a temporary location, but I think we're going to stick it probably off to the right. So let me get digging and hollow this out and get a room over here, and we'll be back and we'll set this Tinker stuff up. Alright, so we are obviously back. So I want to repair our pick. We have our smeltery set up. So we're good to go there. We still need to get the casts made up, but in the meantime, let me... Where are you? There you are. So let's... Oh. What? Oh, repair. There. I thought I was doing something wrong. Oh, wow. So this is going to take a lot more iron than I had thought. So basic, I guess basic tools don't require a lot of iron to repair them. Because I could repair this with just like one piece of iron. But this guy here looks like he has more. So materials. Yeah, I guess that just takes a lot more. Alright, so how much more? That's the question. Holy cow! That's like almost 2 blocks of iron, and it's barely put a dent in it. Nuts. Well, wait a minute. So we put one in. Oh, alright. I feel better about that now. Alright, good. 3 iron. Works for me. Alright, so let's put this back. Alright, so we have our smelter. We need to get the material. It's been a while since I've used Tinker's Construct. Let's see. Mighty Smelting, Materials and You. Crap, I can't remember which one it is. Nope, not this one. There we go. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we need... I think we need bronze and aluminum. Does that sound right? I can hear you while yelling at me. What? What is going on? Is it the first book? No. Maybe. Oh, come on. No, what? This doesn't make... No. That's not what I want. I thought this used to tell you what you needed. It's got to be this one here. Man. Alloys are made with 2 or more metals, blah, 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 blah. Blank casts are made by pouring aluminum, brass, or gold into an empty casting table. So I could use gold or aluminum brass. And what is aluminum brass? Aluminum brass is made from 3 aluminum and 1 copper. So I don't have any aluminum. I've got 10 copper, so we should be able to make some casts. So I think what I will do is go mine for some. Duh. Alright, I'll be back in a second as soon as I get this stuff, and we'll smelt it down. And when we come back, we will hopefully be in a position to make some tools so that we can start knocking out some more of this stuff a little quicker. So back in a minute. So I'm down here mining, and I just got this message pop up. You have mastered the iron pickaxe, and I've seen this occasionally pop up. Fixing up the wear and tear should make it last a little longer. So it's added a reinforced, and it's also added a modifier, maybe? Let's see, what was the last time? So the last time it just added a reinforce. Now it's added a reinforce plus a multiplier. So we are now... So, okay, awesome. So before it was reinforced 3, now it's reinforced 4. And we have another slot. That's awesome. I don't know how to make it that way. I'm going to have to read up a little bit on that. That's pretty cool. So we are in a cave that is sort of around the corner from... Can't use iron on that. The cave is around the corner from our... what are we going to call it? I don't want to call it a base. Our mountain, I guess. Our retreat. What? You know what? Suggest something in the comments below. I want to come up with a good name for our place. So if you can think of something, let me know. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a contest or something. I've got a game. I think I've got something on Steam that maybe I can offer up. So if you have any suggestions, you know what? Let's make it official in the next episode, I think. We'll figure out a way to come up with a name, a little bit of a contest. I need to make sure, though, that I have a game that I can give away. I know I do. I'm just not sure which one it is. I think I've got 2. There's a new game that actually I'm going to be trying to showcase, and I think I have an extra key for that, so maybe we can do something like that. But we can talk about that in the next episode. In the meantime, let me finish mining here so that we can get our aluminum, so we can make our aluminum brass stuff, and we can get our smelter situation underway. Alright, so we are now going to try and do some stuff. So we're supposed to be able to put 1, 2, 3 with 1 copper. Now the problem is I have 2 different coppers in my inventory, and I don't know if both of them will work or if only one of them will work. So let's put 3 aluminum ore. And I know that these are going to duplicate, or double, so this is going to be 6. So let's try... Let's see, which one is this? Thermal Foundation and Flaxbeard Steam Power. Let's try the Flaxbeard. Looks... Oh, it does look like it's doing it. So I guess it'll take either copper, which is good. Okay, cool. So let's wait. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, so we added a I apologize. I lost my train of thought. I couldn't recover from it, so I broke. So we added a casting basin because I needed some blocks of iron, and I don't have a way of doubling ores, so this is the only way that I know of to do that. So we are now going to make a... tool forge. We don't have the ability to make... with the normal tool station, we can't make the hammer, which is what we want to make. So we need to make a tool forge from that. And I believe this is the recipe. Yep. Sure is. Alright, so let us now make our hammer. I don't have any modifiers yet. We're going to have to go down and see if we can get some obsidian to add some durability. We could probably add a diamond, and I want to add some redstone for haste. What are we going to call this? Iron gavel. There we go. Alright. So we are clumsy using this, which is to be expected. So let us now test it out. There we go. Wow, that's pretty quick. That is pretty quick. I think what I'd like to do is to put fiery on here. Although I don't have the materials for that. Maybe I do. So what I'm going to do is, I think we're getting close to the end of the episode. What I want to do is I want to open this space up, and I want to replace this front wall here with the wood to make it look like the actual door. So I want to do that in this episode just to finish off. So we're going to use our tool here, our gavel, to kind of hollow out the inside space to make the cavernous ceiling that we're looking for. And I think what I may try and find the whatever that is, the thing that lets you do silk touch, smelt the stone. Use your words. Because I don't want to have a ton of cobblestone. I would like to have some stone because I think brick is going to be a common theme in this build. Or at least to have the stone so that we can do some chisel work and stuff. So let me go do that, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have a door here. Alright, let's come at it from the side for a reveal. I think this looks pretty epic. It might not look as much on the front as it might in the inside. So there's two things we could do here. One, and this is the one I'm going to try and do right now, is to kind of wind this around with the connected texture. See if this looks any better. And then if it does, then we'll just leave it. Otherwise, what we'll do is see if maybe displace it, so put it out front. But I think if we do that, we'll probably use carpenter's blocks and use some of the slanted textures. Oops. So I like the way this looks. It frames it nicely, I think. So let me finish doing this quickly. But on the inside, man, it looks, I mean, just the feel of what I'm going for, it just, you can feel it when you're looking at it from the inside. It has that epic quality to it, and I'm really hoping that I can pull this off. I keep saying that I'm not a builder. I'm not a good one. I've been trying to work on that, so I don't consider myself terrible, but by no means am I accomplished. But I would like to, you know, have something work out the way I have it in my mind, which is really difficult. So let's see how this looks. I like that. It adds some depth for sure. And then what we can do, and so this is where I was thinking, if we do it, so if we have it out here, so a block out, and we use the carpenter's blocks, then what we can do, actually, for that matter, I think, oh, micro blocks. Yes. Yes. We can use micro blocks. That would be sweet. Because what I want to do is kind of have the banding, so you know when you have like a huge door, and you can have a band on it, so you're gonna have to keep all the planks together, right? So we can have some gold banding across, and then we can have the seam down the middle. This is, if I can do what I'm thinking of doing, this is gonna look freaking, and I hate the word epic, but it will look epic. So here is what it looks like from the inside. Obviously this needs to be fixed and shaped and all that rest of it. But I mean, just the size of this room is going to be awesome, and I'm going to try and taper the ceiling a bit just to kind of flow down. Obviously, this is going to have to move. I didn't move it back far enough. I didn't realize how wide this was. So this is going to have to go over there. Actually, you know what? It can stay where it is. I'm going to probably start a stairwell, probably a couple of blocks back here. One going up, one going down. And I'm hoping that I can pull this one off too. It's going to be a lot of hoping that I pull things off in this series. I'll warn you up front. But if it does work out, man, it's going to be freaking awesome. But we're going to have to fiddle around with some materials and see if we can make this look a little better and a little more dingy. But I'm sure a lot of that will come with exploring and working with Chisel and working with all these other mods in this pack. This is I'm so psyched about this, man. I can't even tell you. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions, comments, anything like that, please feel free to leave them below. And until next episode, please do take care.